Hey there, welcome to Monday Night Poetry. So tonight I want to continue with our look at the Harlem Renaissance with a poet named Helene Johnson. A little bit about her. She was born in Boston in 1906, moved to New York City in the 1920s with her cousin Dorothy West, who was a novelist and also part of the Harlem Renaissance movement. Between the 1920s and 1930s, she published a lot of poems in smaller publications such as Vanity Fair, Opportunity, Fire, and many others. Her work has appeared in a number of anthologies, and she herself did not seek publication after the late 1930s. Although she did continue to write as far as my research could tell, but it wasn't until after her death that scholars would later publish some of those unpublished works. Excuse me. Some common themes in her writing were social justice issues like race politics, Black womanhood, obstacles that the Black working class faced. She also explored youth culture of the 1920s and sensuality and nature in her work. She would die in 1995 in Brooklyn, and as far as I could tell, she was a nurse up until her death. So that was a little bit about her. And I would like to read a couple of her poems. I want to start with one of her very early pieces called Trees at Night. So, Trees at Night by Helene Johnson. Slim sentinels, stretching lacy arms about the slumberous moon, black quivering silhouettes tremulous, stenciled on the petal of a bluebell, ink spluttered on a robin's breast, the jagged rent of mountains reflected in a stilly, sleeping lake. Fragile pinnacles of fairy castles, torn webs of shadows, and printed against the sky, the trembling beauty of an urgent pine. And it says here that that was first published in Opportunity in May of 1925. The next poem I would like to read by her is called Magalu. And this piece is one of the pieces that's sort of considered like a more avant-garde look at like youth culture and the tension that existed at the time between like kind of Black youth creative culture and sort of the white, more conservative side of the culture. So this is called Magalu. Summer comes, the zigzag hovers round the greedy mouthed crocodile. A vulture bears away a foolish jackal. The flamingo is a dash of pink against the dark green mangroves, her slender legs rivaling her slim neck. The laughing lake gurgles delicious music in its throat and lulls to sleep the lazy lizard. A nebulous being on a sun-scorched rock. In such a place, in this pulsing, riotous gasp of color, I met Magalu. Dark as a tree at night, eager-lipped, listening to a man with a white collar and a small black book with a cross on it. Oh, Magalu, come, take my hand and I will read you poetry, chromatic words, seraphic symphonies. Fill up your throat with laughter and your heart with song. Do not let them lure you from your laughing waters, lulling lakes, lissom winds. Would you sell the colors of your sunset and the fragrance of your flowers and the passionate wonder of your forest for a creed that will not let you dance? Another short poem I'd like to read from her is called The Road. Ah, little road, all worry in the breeze, all leap in clay hill lost among the trees, the bleeding note of rupture streaming thrush caught in the drowsy hush and stretched out in a single singing line of dusky song. Ah, little road, brown as my race is brown, your trodden beauty like our trodden pride, dust of the dust, they must not bruise you down, rise to one brimming golden spilling cry. And the last poem I'd like to read by Helene Johnson is called What Do I Care for Morning? What do I care for morning, for shivering aspen tree, for sunflowers and sumac opening greedily? What do I care for morning, for the glare of the rising sun, for a sparrow's noisy prating, for another day begun? Give me the beauty of evening, the cool consummation of night, and the moon like a lovesick lady, listless, wan, and white. Give me a little valley, a huddled beside a hill, like a monk on a monastery, safe and contented and still. Give me the white road glistening, a strand of the pale moon's hair, and the tall hemlocks towering, dark as the moon is fair. Oh, what do I care for morning, naked and newly born? Night is here, yielding and tender. What do I care for dawn? And that's a few poems by Helene Johnson. And thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next week.